Hello, everyone. I what did the influencer say? It's something like, "Oh my God, I'm so obsessed. I just got." Anyways, no, I'm not going to do that. But I did just go to a bunch of thrift stores and big order from Premier Yarns, and I'm so excited. I want to see what that is. Well, I know what it is. I'm just excited to actually have it in my hand. But I got from the thrift store so much crochet thread. Look at all of that. And I think it was like $6 or something for maybe closer to 10 for all of this. But I got like a lavender, a dark green, a huge thing of kind of a, well, it's not quite a denim blue, but it's not the royal blue because this is a royal blue. And then, white and cream and a solid pink and a solid lavender. But then I also got some lovely variegated pinks, which I'm excited to use. I have a vision of making like a little pineapple garland for my Christmas tree. We'll see. We'll see if that actually happens. It might not happen this year, but who knows? Maybe it'll happen next year. But anyways, pretty good score at a thrift shop. I also recently went to one of my local yarn shops, and I usually don't purchase things at a lot of yarn shops or purchase very often because things are generally a little bit out of my budget, hence all the thrift store shopping. I mean, it could be within my budget. And I mean, I have some lovely yarns in the back that I have splurged on occasionally, but that is definitely not the regular. But one of the brands that I absolutely love is this Queensland Cotton. And what is it? It's a, am I going to have to reverse this? I'll probably have to reverse it if I block myself out. Nope, that still doesn't work. Anyways, it's a size 2. The kind of mustard diamond crochet top I have is made out of this, and it was really nice and easy to use. Each skein is like 350 yards. So I think I needed about 3.5 to complete like a little short sleeve shirt. They didn't have 4 of this color. They had 2, and I'll probably mix it with the purple and maybe some leftovers. Like I've got a little bit of leftover mustard that will go with that for like an accent. And then I also, whatever I have left over in this color. That's a little, anyways, this beautiful fuchsia plum color. And I will say one of the reasons why I did go get some is one of the usual shops I go to generally has them on sale for $8. This shop down the road, it's called Damsel, has them for $7. And I was like, might as well. This takes me a little bit longer to work with. So I bought enough to make a top, but whatever is left over definitely matches these, especially with like, I have maybe a third, maybe a half a skein of the mustard I think would go well with that. I have a thought on a pattern for that with this and the leftovers. Not quite sure what I'll do with the damsel yet. So that's super exciting. But then the Premier Yarns. And I've been waiting for this package for many hours. It was supposed to be delivered very early this morning, and it was delivered not that early. But oh my goodness. It is their fruit sock yarn. And I have had my eye on this for quite a while. It's generally, I have big feet. I have huge feet. By the way, these are the socks. I made these a while ago. Look at that pretty little pattern. It's a thicker material. So proof that I do make socks. I do make 2 because I have 1 on each foot, which is nice. But no store around me that I could find had these, and I saw them online And I was like, oh, well, you know, I shouldn't buy them. They were like $4, $5, something like that a skein, and you definitely need two. And I'm like, I have plenty of socks. But I think they were like $3.50 on sale recently. I think they're discontinuing them. But this one is definitely the, I wish this was smelly yarn because I would love it if it was. It is the orange. Look how cute that is. And it comes up, oh no, like that. And that's adorable. But I didn't just get one color. I got blueberry. I got grape. I got watermelon. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize I got so many. I got lime. Oh, what's this? This one is grapefruit. It would have been amazing if they made these smelly yarns. Strawberry. I thought those were cute. But I set this one aside because this. Oh my god, I wanted this so bad. Dragon fruit. I freaking love dragon fruit. I love eating dragon fruit, ice cold dragon fruit on a hot day. I'm not much of a melon fan, and it has kind of the texture of melon, but it has almost no flavor. I love me some dragon fruit. It doesn't taste like melon, but look how cute those socks are gonna be. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh, and I completely forgot that I ordered these. These are also sock. Zesty sock. These were also on sale because it has to be on sale for me to purchase anything. Universal yarn, but it is sold through Premier. And that's really pretty color combo. Almost reminds me of the lesbian flag, but not quite. It doesn't have the pink and it does have some yellow, but just the oranges, coral, the purple. It's so pretty. Honestly, if I were lesbian, I'd be flying that flag all the time because out of all the pride flags, I think that one's the prettiest. But I got enough to make a top with, even though it is sock yarn. And I think it is still going to be a short sleeve because how many yards are in this? 437. Oh, 3/4 to a long sleeve shirt on this one, which would be nice. But I'm super excited. I had made a pact with myself that but that I wasn't going to buy any new yarn this year because I had so much yarn and there's a lot in the thrift stores, right? I've gotten to a point where thrift stores are going up in price so much that it's a little difficult to justify purchasing like a partial skein of Red Heart yarn for almost full price. There's also a store that I go to that seems to not understand that a lot of the things that they have marked as natural fibers that are definitely about the full price of a full skein, and it's like a little ball are acrylic and it's not a full, because it's like, oh no, I have that color scheme and that particular one. Oh no, that's a Karen. They're pricing them incorrectly. So unfortunately, it's like hard to justify. So when this stuff went on sale, I was excited just to jump on it because I'd been wanting it for a long time. Also, since I've cleared off so much of my shelves, when I say shelves, it's the standard Billy bookcase from IKEA, right? It's nothing. That I have one full tall bookcase, 7 feet tall, 6.5 feet tall, I don't know. It was completely packed with yarn sitting on the floor. Earlier this year, I am slowly using up a lot of the worsted yarn, the acrylic yarns of the bits and pieces in like my projects that I'm finishing up right now. And I want to replace that yarn with stuff that I'm more excited to use, just because I think it'll be a lot of fun to use them in different, I don't know. I have a blue that might match this. It's about the same weight. So who knows, maybe I'll make a top out of it. Maybe I'll make some socks. I don't know, but just whoever came up with the fruit yarn at Premier, I love you. I absolutely adore you. And I hope you're not discontinuing this stuff. It would be a lot of fun if there were more fruits that you came out with, just like slightly different color schemes, and I would collect them. And this wasn't all the fruits. I can't remember. I did leave something behind that I didn't like as much, but I can't even remember what it was. Did I even leave something behind? I don't know, but I'm super excited for this. Because I've also gotten into, from the worsted weight, using finer yarn. I don't always knit with the finer yarn, like the Queensland Cotton. I tried to knit with this. I think if you had it as like a base with something else, this would be great to knit with, but I find that this is much better to crochet with. This, I can do either knit or crochet. It looks like it's a good weight. It'll be pretty soft. Versus this is a little stiffer. I mean, it's soft, but it's stiff. This is soft and it looks like it's a little bit more malleable, flexible. So it should drape a lot better than the Queensland Cotton. And so hopefully soon we'll be up and going with that. Well, soon is a relative term. We have so much to do back there still. Although I will say it's been nice to watch the pile shrink. It really has been. So thanks for joining me while I shrink that pile, and thanks for joining me. If you are sad that your Joann's closed and you want some Premier yarn, they sell it on their website. I think that I'm pretty sure these were at Joann's. They might have been at Michael's as well. But if you're sad about that the store closing, see what you can find online, because if it's a brand that you already know and love, Premier I already know and love, it's going to be the same stuff online, right? That's fine. You can do it. There's other resources. I guess maybe I'm just not quite as sad about Joann's clothes. I mean, like, I'm sad about it, but I'm not like devastated. But I also am not a fabric purchaser, although I will miss buying their fat quarters. But yeah, I'm not as sad as other people are, because I mainly went for the yarn, and I found a lot of times that Michael's had slightly better quality yarn and or the same yarn. But anyways, eventually I'll start in with the fruit. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.